people that report to you will start doing that because that's what they learn that's what they're supposed to do. Then the people that they report have under them will start doing that too. And it'll be amazing. You're like, wow, everybody's serving other people, and the organization will run well, and it'll be productive and positive, and you know, it was like, wow, that's amazing. All I did is served others and was an example like Jesus, and it works. It works in business, it works in ministry, it works in your family.
Yes.
So you'll be a great leader of big groups, like
yes,
just doing exactly what you do by example.
Yes, and Mr. Steve, I want to I want to be accountable for you for all of your support. So now I would like to share with you the result of my work.
Okay, great.
With the book translation and also your scholarship. And so, have you read my report of the scholarship which you
Yep.
sponsor for people here?
Yeah, that was really good. And I think that was really good on your part too, to list each person and kind of what they went through and all that, just to see, because I go through the exact same thing, because I have to raise money for my job and our ministry, and I do that I send a monthly letter with here's what I'm doing and thanking people and kind of giving accountability. And it's amazing, people, when they see it. It's the same way when I received yours. It's like, wow, you see the real people, real names, and it's like, wow, that is good.
Yeah. So let me
is there
share.
anybody else that we can scholarship? That one girl that you had talked to, you said there were two girls, one that had a scholarship and the other one you talked to. Is there any way we can do a few more scholarships?
Yes. So yes, I will share with you and maybe ask for a few more scholarship.
Okay.
Let me share the screen to you.
Okay.
And can you see that, Mr. Steve?
Yes.
So here's a picture of Tiana in the middle, and Anne and Luke and Nancy.
Yeah.
And so total about 11 people receive your scholarship. The minimum scholarship is about 2 million. 2 million, I think, is about $85 US, and the maximum is 8 million. Is about 350, and they are different because people have different needs, and they study in different period of time, and so overall here I see that the results is with some very good, like with the GIểI, the girl who come here last night. I think she did wonderful because she was born in the province, quite poor in Vietnam, but the people in that province, they think the only way to get a better life through education. So she is really good receiver. She take the scholarship well and do it very well. I mean, like that. And the one who received 8 millions your scholarship, I think this course changed his life because he plays sports a lot, and after they play sports, they win, they bring beer, and he.
I remember it. Yeah, I remember you telling me all about him. That kind of got him focused, because he would do that a lot about playing sports, but not doing what he needed to do. So, yeah.
And so this course really helped him to see that he needs to do and study differently, and he did well. And I think before he worried that he would never pass English to get out of school, but I think now he's ready for that. And
wow.
And most of the people who receive the scholarship here are Christians, And there is a pastor too, who 55 years old and
Wow.
still have a desire to learn. And I become a good friend with him. And
Wow, that's
I'm
great.
serving in ministry.
Did we meet him when we were in Vietnam, or
I
did we
think
meet him?
no, you haven't. But I think
I
next
didn't.
time
No.
you come, I think he would love to you to visit his church. He wake up
Okay.
4 o'clock every morning, study Bible, and then have a Zoom call with many believers and pray time at 5 a.m. And so he is a really, I think, good servant leader. And even
Great.
the thing I saw that they have a heart to serve, and they do it diligently. But one thing they lack of is like the skills and the mindset of being effective at work and being confident in life or things like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so I saw that like I might not be called. God did not call me to be like a minister, but God will call me to be the one who really like a consultant and have a good business skills or business mindset, so that help ministry people to be effective at work, to know how to make plan and equip them with English, time management, or things like that. And
Yeah. Well, Mike, I think, we talked about a little bit about this. I think as the market for Vietnam opens up to like the United States, because again, if Donald Trump is in office, I mean, he's really been kind of saying, hey, we got to get away from China and go work with other countries. But there has to be a way to, because of my business experience and then your knowledge of Vietnam, to say, hey, there's companies that need to come over to Vietnam, and there's people on your end that you could connect them with, and even helping these companies write a marketing plan like for Vietnam. Like they say they're in charge of working in Vietnam, but they have no idea how to. And you can take the exact same thing you did with Mercy English and help them develop a marketing plan, and I could help you coach you. I think that would be a valuable thing for somebody that wants to come to Vietnam, or somebody from Vietnam that wants to come to the United States and sell their products. So.
yes, and so I saw I read the result here. I think your sponsor, your support is really helping them to get a new opportunity. And so I'm happy with the result. But also I find out that I think as an educator, I got much more to do, because in Vietnam, if I'm a good teacher and I teach them, they will learn. But without me, maybe when the course stop, some still continue, but some, I think, the ability to really become a self-learner, they need to learn that. And so I'm very thankful for you to giving me the opportunity to teach these people, to serve them, and then learn from them both strength and weakness, so that I can do a better job in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how you learn. I mean, that's how you learn, by doing it and adjusting what you learn to the next group that can do that. Yep.
Yes. And so and that is the scholarship. And now I want to share with you the result of translating book.
Okay.
Already you sponsor 2 books. The first one,
Yeah.
the book of President Lincoln. And here's the cover of the book.
Huh. That's nice.
Yes, I saw some picture in the President Lincoln life, and and I think I didn't study designer, but some people, when they see the cover, just put some picture in, they said, wow, it's very interesting. And I put your name on the top to show our gratitude for your support. And Thúy, the one who I care about, she come to my office last night. and she shared that she read Mr. Paul's book, Choosing to Finish Well, in a bilingual form, just like this book. Here we put in the bilingual form because we want people to learn both. Learn both the content of the book as a lesson, but also by reading English, because many people, they just think English like listening and speaking. Rarely they read. And so this book is a way I develop their interest of reading English book by provide good books and also translation.
And then if you're reading English and you don't understand, you can look over across and kind of help you. It's almost like having a translator there. So
this is the way I learn my English. I read Bible in bilingual form, and I look at English. If I understand good, if I don't, I look at Vietnamese. But after maybe a year of doing so, I read the whole New Testament that way, and then I can read the Bible New Testament and mostly don't need to look at the Vietnamese translation. So this is the first book, Lincoln, and here's a second book.
Okay, so before you told me you're going to do 3 books. So what's the third one? I can't remember.
The third one, on the way. I will show you later. Okay, here is a cover of the first, the second book. It's about 30 leaders of U.S. In the military and the politics or entertainment. We have Eisenhower here. We have Douglas MacArthur. Dale Carnegie. He did very good job in summarize the life of these leaders and come up with many lessons. And this book, I think we did a good job here because this book, these leaders, they served in World War II to defeat German and Japanese. So I open up. Can you see that? With
Adolf Hitler and Pearl Harbor and
I mean, here's the problem. German and Japanese, but here is a man who in charge. It's a George Marshall. And Eisenhower in the D-Day. And I mean, I feel very good because before they read this the words, but now they can see the picture. They can see the real ones who in charge of these things. And so couple more picture here, and so all the book we have the picture of the leader and also the story, and so
that looks nice.
And maybe and here is a picture when the V-Day, Victory Day in London, and also when Japanese signed the unconditional surrender under General MacArthur. And so that is the second book. And
did I tell you? I think I mentioned the story on that one. In the president of Coca-Cola was friends with Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Yes.
And the president of Coca-Cola, they had a limited edition of that picture. I don't know, I can't remember if it was signed by Dwight D. Eisenhower, but there are only like 4 of them in the whole world. And the president of Coca-Cola had that picture. The picture, it's kind of like that, but it's kind of looking from the air, like an air picture, looking down at that air. It's an aircraft carrier where the emperor from Japan is signing with whoever, MacArthur or whoever it was, to that picture. So it was like a one-of-a-kind picture that Eisenhower gave to what was his name? Our president of Coca-Cola at that time. So
yes, and so so that is a result of my work here, doing translation and editing and editing picture and so that next year, 2021, Vietnamese will have, we work to publish it, and then young elite, like high educated people, they can learn to read English and also learn to read the mind of the wonderful leaders in US. Because I found out that many people, they can speak English, but they don't understand the way Americans think. And and I like that. So yeah, so that is our work here. So I'm very happy to share with you and to say thank you for all of your support. None of this would happen without your support, Mr. Steve.
It's all God working, Mike. So I'm glad to help, and I'm impressed by all the work. So you've done a great job of the work, not only thinking it through, but executing it. And I think those books will be, when you do your online version and some other ways where people can even order the books, and they kind of go with your training and say, here's some resources to read that will help you. And I think you'll be able to use those books a lot. So
yes. And the third book is this one. We are on the process of translating it. The book you just saw is about 40 leaders of military politics, but this one is a business. Have a story of like John D. Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie, or someone like that. So it's a very old book, but I saw the old book, but really show us the way American think. And so we're on the way with the third one, Mr. Steve.
Hey, successful business people. That one might be interested for your girlfriend to read, because she's a successful business person, to see what she thinks on how what she thinks, and even some of the guys that we met from that were owners of the companies, and I think it would be helpful for them to read that too.
Yes. And and about the question of asking for a scholarship, I think my job here, the biggest job is from now to the end of the year is try to finish publish a Mr. Paul book, the first one in the bilingual form in Vietnamese, and also planning for 2021. And so in this time, maybe I just try to get maybe one or two more class, because I want to really spend time to focus on study. So I if possible, would love to ask for help for a high scholarship.
Sure. I was thinking the exact same thing. So we can definitely do that.
And but as a scholarship, right now some students they will study with me, but some will study with me next year, 2021, because the class some people sign up already, so I will recruit a couple more people. But maybe this year we will give 2 or 3 scholarship, but 2 will I will receive and teach them next year, 2021, because from now to the end, I want to really be focused in preparation. Yes, Mr. Steve.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the 5, and then you can do them whenever you want, this year or next year, or decide who to give them to. And then is there a certain amount? Is it the 350 is times 5? Is that the
no, 175, Mr. Steve.
175 times 5. So that's like $875, something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. And then also look at helping for the publishing of the 3rd book when you get to that point too.
Yes.
And let me know, like, if you need some funds for the person, like, instead of waiting till the end to get everything, if there's need to give them some money to help with the translation, why they're doing it or something, let me know.
Yes, yes. I'm thinking maybe at this moment, 5 scholarship would be the wonderful thing for me and for us now, Mr. Steve. And about the
Yep.
translation, when maybe she, the lady who came last night, when she finished maybe about 60 or 80%, I will call and ask for help with the fee for translation, Mr. Steve.
Okay, great. Yeah, that anything we can do to, if God's leading the ministry or something, even like to train you, if there's something that you want to go to, like you go, if I went to this class, these classes, or I did this and it really helped your vision for, and I can help you too, think through your plan. Just if you're thinking like, what do it always starts with a good kind of situation review. Like, here's where I'm at, my current situation, and then here's where I'm trying to get to, and
Yes.
here's where I'm at, here's where I want to get to. So what are my options to get to that, to where I want to get to, and then try to come up with the best. It's basically a strategy, your best choice to help you get to where you're trying to get to.
Yes, and I think when the first we talk, I shared you that the vision to have a program, YouTube program like Mr. Fred Rogers is still in my mind, but because of the work coming in, and I mean work every day, and but I think now is the time to for me to reflect and plan for that vision. And yes, for sure, when I get started that plan, and need more and more your advice and counsels.
Yeah, and about the whole thing about encouragement and love and all that he kind of embodied, I mean, would change. And it's so based on Christian principles too, that his lifestyle, the way he lived, it's like, how do you you get people to embrace that, and people go, wow, I want to be a lot more like that, and I want to do those things. And this whole idea of community that you want to get, because if you think about it, like somebody like the guy with the basketball player that those guys used to drink afterwards, it seems like if you can get anybody on that's outside of your community that come inside your community and be there with you, they're gonna change. They're either gonna be there a short time and go, I don't want to be around these people, and go back to what they're doing, but they're gonna come into your group and go to dinner with you and hang out with you where you're at and be in your house. They're gonna change because they're part of Mike's community, the community of people that you have around you. So it's like, how do you get those people to come into your community, through Mercy English, and then not only teach them English, but then try to find somebody that, because of their skill and all that, end up hiring them for jobs, and they know you can really help not only train them English, but help them find the kind of jobs. And then the employers will realize that they're good people and that go through your training and want you to tell them, hey, do you have anybody? I'm looking for people like a certain, like the way you're training them, and they'll want to hire those people.
Yes. And Mr. Steve, I do hope that in 2021 you can be back here, and I'm sure that so many people want to see you and say thanks to you for your generosity and for your supporting.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I think the last trip was a lot of work, but this one, and part of it'd be more of a celebration. And again, I could do anything to go talk to people, or that would be helpful to the community, or helpful. I would like this time, instead of just being like focused on Mark and just helping, that would be to help you with your company and to make connections, that even that we could work together to create some consulting work for you, or help your Mercy English, or things with just what God's doing with you. I mean, so it'd be a little more specific and say, we can do this in a week or 10 days or whatever amount, and really help make some connections with you, or helps, use it. We do whatever you want to do, but it really helps your business to grow, or your connections in in Vietnam to grow, or and then maybe go make a trip to the north so we see your home, like Hanoi and some of the where you're from and everything too. So besides just Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Mr. And yes, and so I think we would love to welcome you back, and I think to see the seed which you have planted in Mercy English to be grow, bloom, and bearing fruits. And Mr. Steve, now I need to get back to my work, and a friend is waiting for me. But I'm very happy that we can talk like this. I really need to listen from you and contact with you this way really strengthened me.
Yeah, the same here. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Well, God bless you, Mike. Remember that I love you, and I'm so impressed by your work. So keep on doing what you're doing. I know God's very pleased with you too. So
yes, and I'm grateful for you for everything, Mr. Steve. And so have a good sleep and say hello to Karen and Scott, David and Jennifer, and all of their family.
Okay, thanks, and we'll see you Friday night at same time.
Yes, Mr. Steve.
Okay, 8 o'clock. All right. God bless you, Mike. See ya.
Thank you, Mr. Steve.
Good night. Bye.